That's so funny. He's like, you don't have to tell me your secrets since you didn't ask about mine. But like, if you need to get off your chest, I'm here for you. Like, if you need to tell someone, like, hit me up. Like, I want to know. But like, you don't have to tell me. But if you need someone to talk to, think about me. The way Lumen is like not even mad or sad about it. Like she's saying, you're right, Paimon, there is hope. No, there is hands. There is only hands right now. And after that, honestly, you're dead to me. All right, guys, today is the day. We are doing Dainsleif's quest today. The last video, we discovered that Zhongli was up to everything, and honestly I feel betrayed, but I feel even more betrayed by Child, because he gave us the sigil of permission, which is probably a fake because they were only making it so that they could resurrect Osile, the thing that which lies beneath, and almost destroyed Liyue Harbor. But luckily the Chi Sing and the Adepti teamed up and saved Liyue, and now the Adepti, they're kind of cool with the Chi Sing taking over Liyue. Well, maybe not all the Adepti. It seemed like Mooncarver still kind of had issues with it. Mountain Champer, he's kind of okay with it. Cloud Retainer, I think in the back of her mind, she still wants to wipe out Liyue. Now we're just on track of getting to Inazuma, but first, Dainsleif's quest. And Dainsleif's quest was one that, when I first played, was actually interesting to me because I was like, whoa, the story's taking a dark turn. I kind of like that. If you notice, I'm wearing blue for Dainsleif. This is like the closest blue that I have to his kind of blue. So just wanted to put that out there that, you know, I put a lot of thought into my videos. You know, every video is a work of art to me. So I just want to, you know, do my best to represent. Did I just get brighter? If you end up liking the video, give it a like, share, subscribe for more. Also going to be streaming soon if I haven't already. Yeah, that's it. Intro is over. It's done. It's finished. It's done. It's over. God, another day, another lack of alcoholic options.
Hey Charles, have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just to drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them.
Okay.
I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur. If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday, so he should be here today too.
Go on, drink some more.
Ah,
That's
welcome,
a
sir.
drunk dialogue.
The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Dang, drinking every night? Is he okay? Someone check up on him. Where's he at? Hey, you. Bro, the way the music stopped, that's how you know it's real. You know that's an important character. Hi, I'm an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. How do you do? I'm an honorary knight of Favonius.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
So, I'm a traveler?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
I'm looking for my lost relative. Now you're scoffing at me.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
Right? He's not one for socializing, huh?
That little one beside you.
My best chum.
Uh-huh, we're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels.
I wish I had someone like that.
I suppose you have some business with me?
Well, I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us. That's kind of, like, sudden and bold.
Sure.
Oh.
And he was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment.
Sure, I got 4 million more on me. But payment, you say?
500 mora, and 3 answered questions.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
That's it? I guess he just needs enough to pay for his drinks then.
That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Well, here's the 500 mora. It better not be my mora. Like, I know I'm a millionaire, but it better not be mine. I got some
Now,
characters
as
to
for
level
my
up.
questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
Do I need to answer them all correctly?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude.
Okay.
I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
Hopefully it just gives me like one answer to choose from. Well, alright then.
Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
Bro, he knows who Venti is? He said Animal Archon. Bro, how did you know that Venti is...
I know everything that I should.
Oh, okay.
Well, answer the question.
I mean, I did mostly everything, so it was me.
Is that your answer? I see.
I did like all the work.
Question number 2.
Collecting
Rex
those
Lapis,
tears.
who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Bro, why does he know so much? Bro, that's scary. Cause like, why does he know that? How does he know that? Cause like, he doesn't seem like the type to be connected with the Fatui, at least like on good terms, but how does he know that information? That's crazy. Well, technically the Liyue Qixing is in charge of protecting Liyue Harbor. Ningguang really proved herself with sacrificing the Jade Chamber because she worked her whole life to build that, because it started as a small room and it's like a huge mansion basically. So I would say the Qixing.
So that's your answer?
And the Adepti chose
I see.
to go back to the mountains as well.
Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions and those who did not.
He probably knows we don't have a
Which
vision.
of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Oh, I don't know, because like we didn't really get into like the lore of like Celestia and stuff, so I really don't know how to answer this question. Maybe none of them. Do they really care? I mean, because like they're letting the Raiden Shogun do whatever and not protecting people with visions, and even the people without visions are suffering too. So
this is your answer then. I understand. It seems that you're different from him.
what do you mean him? Are you talking about either?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me.
Bro.
That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being, one that commands the Abyss Mages.
Come to think of it, since the Storm Terror incident ended, we haven't...
Oh, that's right! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason
Have we
behind
not?
that, I'm
Really?
afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Period.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
Or the brother, he doesn't want Lumen to get hurt, so he's telling the Abyss to stay away from us, to protect us. That's probably why we haven't seen any. I'll defeat them.
Uh-huh. We're super duper strong.
Okay, I don't know why it's
That
plural,
manner.
but okay.
It's just like his. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon.
You know what I don't like? I don't like that he clearly knows where our brother is, and we started off by saying that we're looking for a relative, and he already sees the similarities, but he's not, I'm pretty sure he's not going to offer up the information we need to know to find our brother, which is like super annoying. And after we paid him too.
Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the abyss will be answered there. This abandoned temple does bear some marks of
What
the
was
abyss.
that?
The falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Just casually spitting poetry. What is that noise? Would y'all be mad if they finally release Dainsleif and he's a 4-star character?
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
The scent?
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left.
Could you tell me more about the Abyss Order?
The abyss.
He
It
sounds
is chaos, and it is
so much
also
like D-Luke.
destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Wow, she's feeling pretty close to him, giving him a
Well,
nickname.
we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
2 hours later.
Lord of Wolvendom, great Wolf King of the North, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
You know that wolf?
No, nor does it know me.
Okay.
I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by
He
here.
better not be talking about
But
ether.
where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that, floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby. Have you finished searching?
We found lots of signs of the Abyss Order.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Why would Dainsleif like agree to do this? Like, that's just so suspicious. It's like, it's giving child. Like, why do you want to help us?
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin?
Yes.
If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light
Man,
actuators.
because there's like 3 of them we have to go to. So is this like the whole mission? We're just gonna be
there are lots
fighting
of monsters
monsters and not getting any items from it? Like, at least like let me be able to collect some item drops from them, because I need some of the branches from the abyss mages.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that abyss
Quite a
hair.
shame.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
Speaking from experience, are we?
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
Who are you talking about?
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
Yeah, talking about them but saying nothing at the same time.
He no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Okay, maybe it's not either then.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's Wanmin restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Getting a bit of ahead of ourselves. Yeah.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
I sense something familiar on that cliff.
Huh? What's familiar?
I felt it for a moment the previous time we came here too. Oh, I
A
don't remember
familiar
that.
feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
What? Those aren't related. How would... What? Could it be the abyss?
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go. Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
It's nearby.
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
Last time, you say?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane,
Who's his
what
companion?
about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh?
Okay, I see it.
A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here?
Why is that so surprising?
No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
Go and examine the dandelion. I don't see a footprint anywhere. Is it just me? That face. It's the lady from the beginning. Okay, the fight. Wait,
What's gotten into you?
it happened right
you
there?
were just spacing out.
This dandelion reminds me of.
Huh? You mean your brother? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Yes, the moment I touched it.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Regardless, I have to get to the bottom of the...
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not?
Bro, I've been looking for my brother for months.
At least you now know that he is still on this
Of
world.
Of course I would be in a rush for that.
At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find him itself.
And he knows where he is. And he's saying, like, don't rush. But, like, we wouldn't have to rush if you would just tell us where he is. And I will find him.
Yes. And this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again.
Okay. Bye.
After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Oh, okay. Oh, it unlocked something. Oh, okay, it unlocked some stuff about the Abyss Order. Okay, I guess we should continue, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Wait, hold on. I gotta look it up. I guess we'll continue, because, like, this feels related to Dainsleif's quest. So it will make sense to continue, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna continue on. The next quest we're doing, the summary is, you hear from Ganyu and Lon that the treasure hoarders of Mondstadt and Liyue have banded together and plan to get involved in some ruins associated with the Abyss Order. That is a mouthful. Fearing the chaos that the treasure hoarders might cause through their involvement, we take up the commission and investigate. All right, food has been ordered, and I'm sorry. I am so sorry that the lighting keeps changing. Like, I tried fixing it, but it just keeps, you know, doing its own thing. And it's like, you know what? You know what, Queen? You shine your light whenever you want. Like, right now, the lighting is good. It's great. But it's about to get dark again, as if I'm censoring my own face.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable.
Oh yeah, true, because she hasn't been that reliable in the past, huh?
Here.
Except for the battle with
Osao. The Abyss Order's forces really worked. Why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
The way Paimon could just fly over all of this. Dang, these ruins don't look normal. Oh, okay. This is treasure hoarder. Oh, that doesn't look good.
This looks like a person.
Is he okay? He looks like
Could
the
it
one
be
that we
the
saw
Grand Thief?
in the mountain. But I don't think that's the same
Why
guy.
is he in that position? Is he praying to something?
Bro. Oh my gosh. A statue of the Seven?
Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands, Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right?
Yeah.
But this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling.
I remember when I
this.
first saw this scene, it gave me
And
such a
the
visceral
Grand Thief
reaction.
hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's...
Probably. Oh my gosh.
Hello?
That is so
you okay,
unsettling. Like the
mister?
way he just died like that. There's no reaction nor any sign of breathing.
He's dead.
That's crazy.
Paimon
Like this is
doesn't
like when the
feel so
game got
good.
real serious.
Let's get out of here, and fast! We should report back to Ganyu and Lon. Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
Wait, hold on. I gotta, I wanted to get a thumbnail. But, wait. Oh wait, I'm dying!
Show's over!
I didn't know. Sorry, Gami. I didn't know it was draining your HP. Made it. Dang, just barely. Oh, great. Hold on, let me heal him real quick.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the Abyss. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
Yeah, sure, okay.
An Abyss Herald?
The one Dane spoke of.
Dainsleif.
Bro, I thought you wanted to fight. Stop stalling.
So, you are with Dainsleif, that constant annoyance in our affairs. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time.
Bro, like my lighting is like
there is
so
nothing
bright,
you
but
can
it just won't
do
stay
to
like that for
change
some
the
reason.
tide. The Abyss is unstoppable.
Okay.
What is this power? I've never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
Okay, didn't we fight these guys like in the Abyss? I mean, not in the Abyss, in the freaking, in the chasm? Dang, I need to heal. Yeah, we literally fought this guy. Well, at least I fought him by myself in the chasm. No, I wanted to kill him.
This power, it seems familiar. I see. So it's you. You are the one. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
The way he just jumped back in the portal.
What a tough battle. Are you okay?
Okay, so at this point,
Such a strong
Lumine
enemy.
doesn't know that her
Who knew
brother's in
the
the
Abyss
Abyss
Order
Order.
had monsters this powerful among them.
It seemed to know me. And he's avoiding us because Ether probably was like, hey, if y'all get close to my sister, I will kill you where you stand right now.
What is it?
Nothing,
What are
let's
you
just get out of
thinking
here.
about?
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well.
Actually, the Abyss Herald wasn't all we encountered. There was something even stranger than the Abyss Herald in the ruins. The Traveler tells Danes about the...
An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss.
This is such a pretty backdrop.
Though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of
Dang
what
it,
happened
I
in there.
missed it.
So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way! We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go! A rare opportunity? With Dane helping out, maybe we'll be able to...
Yeah, sure.
Those Abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
Yeah, Master D-Luke's done that before.
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the Abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all this.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue our search.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna have my camera off because I'm eating. And I know, Bryn, you can just stop the recording and then come back later. No, I know myself, bro. I know myself too well that I'm gonna take a break, and then not want to get back to recording. Then it'll take me days to start recording again. So it's best if I just push through right now. Gotta compromise with myself. You know what I mean? But you'll still hear my beautiful voice.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence? Or...
Yeah, that's weird.
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago.
I don't know if I agree with that, but okay.
Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout.
But I only heard about you by chance. Exactly.
Forget it. Just some needless musings.
Yeah, don't try to be deep.
The connection
dancing.
between
It's
the
not
Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches? Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago.
Gonria.
Kanya.
Huh? Conria? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh, speaking of Conria, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Conria was...
I know about Conria. Well, I don't. Can someone explain it to me?
Huh?
Because I have memories of Conria. What?
You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Which means she's at least 500 years old.
Is that so?
I'm eating. Leave me alone.
Everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
That's so funny. He's like, you don't have to tell me your secrets since you didn't ask about mine. But like, if you need to get off your chest, I'm here for you. Like, if you need to tell someone, like, hit me up. Like, I want to know. But like, you don't have to tell me. But if you need someone to talk to, think about me. Notice how I have more energy now that I'm eating? Well, I can't hide it from him any longer. Dane and Conria. It's worth a shot. The person who woke me up. And that sea of flames. Okay, this sounds like it's from the flashback that happened earlier. The person who woke me up, wasn't that Paimon? Dane and Conria. It's worth a shot. I'm not sure what that means. Is Dane from Conria? Is that what that means? The traveler tells Dane about the sea of flames they saw. Bro, I can't read that fast.
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
Oh, it was someone else she ran into.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
They aren't sure how long she was out while Ether was awake. Let's say she was like out for a few days. Ether is just traveling around, maybe trying to figure out a way to help his sister. Then I guess Conria gets attacked. And then he's like, we got to get out of here. And we're going to go to Tevat because this place isn't safe anymore.
The destruction of Conria? He said that?
That's what I heard at the time. There's no reason he would make that up, right?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you did because he woke up first.
Okay, the way they're wording it, it sounds like she was out for years and Ether was just living life while she was sleeping.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
Okay, so, sorry, I'm like having trouble following this. So Conria was destroyed, and then shortly after Conria gets destroyed, they get separated. It seems like Lumen's only memory is the destruction and not really the prosperous city of Conria. So maybe she doesn't like know about Conria itself like as a nation, but just has memories of it being destroyed.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Conria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago
all I had to do was
be
wait.
the war that ended Conria. Am I right?
Yeah, indulge us, please.
Conria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with.
Okay.
It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
Okay.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
Okay, that's kind of crazy. But, you know, what's also crazy is that the nations that we've been to now, they are all without gods too. Like, one was the god freeing the people, and the other is like the people freeing the god in a way. But we found out that it was like the god freeing the people. But a nation without a god, that must be considered blasphemous to the other nations probably. And it will make sense that the other gods destroyed it because they probably found it as a mockery and maybe thought like the humans were thinking to themselves that they were gods and greater than the gods. So it would make sense why it was destroyed.
You mean that
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Conria.
But which ones?
The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Because the gods probably erased it from history. What a dangerous world. I need to hurry up and find my brother. She's like, I don't care about some ancient city that was destroyed years ago. All I care about is finding my brother. Lumen is on a mission, bro.
Continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits.
But the next time I see Venti or Zhongli, I need to hear what explanation the gods have for their actions. I wonder which ones did it. Honestly, I can see all the Archons being involved in it, but all of them doing it for different reasons. Because I could see Venti being forced into it, or he was manipulated in some way to partake in destroying the city. Like maybe it was like, if we don't destroy the city, they're gonna kill your people. And then Venti was like, oh, then let's do it. And Zhongli probably didn't want to, but felt like it was necessary so that he wouldn't get overthrown. And the Raiden Shogun, she doesn't have a problem killing people. She was like, well, if this is gonna give me problems for maintaining eternity, then yeah, let's get rid of this ancient city. As for the other Archons, I don't really know enough information to really think about theories of how they would be involved with the destruction of Conria, but like I really feel like all of them had like different reasons. Like maybe some were like really for it, some of it were manipulated, and maybe some didn't want to participate but felt that it was necessary.
Let's keep moving. I
would
tell
really
you
love
more
to
of what you
hear
want to know as we continue our
Zhongli's
search.
explanation. Because I feel like Zhongli, like so far, I feel like he's the most honest Archon. Well, I mean, he didn't tell us like why he, got rid of his gnosis and everything, but that's because of his contract. But when it comes to all other information, so far he hasn't, withheld any information. In fact, he's overloaded us with information. And I feel like Venti, he would just keep it vague, which is so annoying.
over there? It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria.
So, like, why are they still walking around then?
Did Conria
And how did they survive for this
that
long?
needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Conria.
Field tillers? What a strange
So they were farmers. Yeah, if they were farming equipment, what's with the lethal weapons?
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name.
Oh, okay.
The people of Canria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood.
Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Canria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
Well, that sounds so sad.
Wandering aimlessly for 500 years. It seems we should put an end to their suffering.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you.
Okay.
But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Okay, dang.
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Canria?
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What?
What?
Is
That
that
doesn't
what
even
it
rhyme.
says?
Loom of Fate, initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
I would like his hair to be a little bit
Fate?
longer.
What's that? Is it literally a fate-leaving machine?
Is it related to the inverted statue?
So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean?
We weren't able to destroy it last time.
What do they want with Osile?
Could it be the same as with Dvalin?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
Probably.
No.
Oh, okay.
From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
You know what's crazy? That all this information is just on the talisman. It's like, let's just tell a stranger the 15 steps of our plan in excruciating detail.
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Canria. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Canria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct a mechanized god.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
And
horrible.
the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
They haven't found it yet. We still have time.
According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Ooh.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation?
I'm going to turn my camera on for this, even though I'm still eating. But I'm wondering, is the Abyss Order, are they related to the people of Conria? It seems like there's so many connections between them. I keep burping. Conria was a nation of humanity. They weren't ruled over by gods, right? The Abyss Order, they want to overthrow the gods, right? So wouldn't it make sense that maybe the people of Conria, they got destroyed, and maybe the way they got destroyed, since they were destroyed by the gods and everything, they were destroyed with such divine power that it corrupted them to make them non-human, and then that made them become the Abyss Order because their bodies just got corrupted and they looked more and more inhuman, and they just became the Abyss, the void of what Conria was, beneath Conria, Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because it just seems like there's so many parallels. And then Dainsleif was also saying it's they're non-human, but they keep pursuing the technology of humanity. And also, why would they know that kind of information anyway if they were not from Conria? How would they know that this plan would work with using the field tillers if they didn't already have that information ready? The prince, either. It sounded like his plan when he was first introduced again, it sounded like his plan was to overthrow the Archons because he wants to resurrect his nation. So what if the Traveler and Ether, what if they're from Conria? The statue, it looked like the animal Archon.
Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Oh.
Huh?
He's got some
What's the
religious
matter,
trauma, huh?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
That's church hurt if I ever heard it. And it's not. He's probably going to be like, I'm going to stay outside.
A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon. And actually, the Animal Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
Aren't you curious?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious.
You don't think you'll be popular among the sisters? I mean, they don't see a lot of blondes here. Probably look like a big hotshot.
Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside
Oh
the
yeah,
cathedral.
for sure.
The
They'll
Church
lose
of
their
Favonius
minds.
wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Okay, so Dainsleif said he's a... Talk to Barbara! But Dainsleif says he's a non-believer. So I wonder what he means to that extent. Because, I mean, obviously the gods are real. They're, walking around. And he knows a lot about them. So I wonder what he means by non-believer. Is it more of, what Kuching thinks about the Adepti and the gods and everything? How she thinks that they shouldn't be in power? Or does he just straight up not believe? I'm like, bro, they're walking around. What do you mean you don't believe in them? Hey, Barbara, sweetie.
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today?
So there's this defiled statue in the domain.
But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre de Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh?
Oh yeah, that's true. Where did they
You're
get the
here to ask
statue?
about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the lost statue of the
How
Seven.
long ago did it disappear? Like, that's kind of important.
Of course!
Because it would show us, like,
Of
how long
course.
the Abyss has been planning this.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means...
Paimon, why are you
Sorry,
yelling?
Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the tyrant's final fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated.
The tyrant's final fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own.
Because Venti did say that before him... Wait, actually, no, he was the original Archon. But there was a time in Mondstadt that there was a tyrant that ruled over.
Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
So they never found out.
Thanks anyway.
Man,
There's
they
that
suck at
pointless word,
detective work.
thank you again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're
Man,
looking for the
get outta
Knights of
here.
Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Don't worry, I'll go to help as well.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
Thank you, baby.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin? Not again!
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
Ah, honestly, I love Dainsleif. You know why? Because he be giving us information. Like, this is really the point in the story where things like really started picking up. Like, things started getting more serious. He started getting more information, more lore, more story. He really changed the game when he came. Pause. But I love him. I really love that they added him to the story. I know like people have been like upset that he hasn't been featured in the story in a while, but I think whenever he does come back, it's gonna be like a huge deal. There's gonna be like a really good reason why he comes back, and it's gonna give a lot of context to the story, I think. So I think it will be worth the wait whenever he does come back. And also, like, when are they gonna release him as a playable character? So I know people have been waiting for that. And I wonder what element he'll be. Because it seems like he'll be a Hydro, maybe a sword user, or a Claymore. I can see that too. I just don't want him to be a Catalyst, honestly. Or a bow and arrow user. Like either sword or Claymore. Actually, wait a second. We don't have a Hydro Claymore, do we? If he was a Hydro Claymore, I think that would be really cool.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Yeah, sure. Woo!
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not going any further.
Well, getting cold feet?
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
I could see him as a Cryo too, or an Electro. It's either Cryo or Hydro, I'm pretty sure. Like, it would be weird if he was like any other element.
It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable.
Is he gonna explain why he doesn't like the Seven? I'm guessing like they destroyed Conria and stuff, but like, what other reason is there? You really despise the Seven, huh?
There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Does Dane hate the Seven, or is he protecting them?
I think he hates them, it seems like it. Why is your opinion so contradictory?
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven.
Wait, I gotta reread that. Oh, okay. So he's saying the reason why he hates the Seven is because the Seven are responsible for the existence of the Abyss Order, who in turn wants to destroy the nations. So basically he doesn't like that the Seven caused the Abyss Order to exist in the first place. Because if the Seven never destroyed Conria, the Abyss Order would never exist. Which is why I think the Abyss and Conria are connected. Like, those are the people from Conria. Like, they have to be.
We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
What a strange man.
I can kind of see where he's coming from. I mean, he's right.
Yeah, that's true.
He's coming with points.
At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
When there's a lack of trust, it's best to just avoid the situation entirely. When honestly, we really had no reason to leave. Like, I'm still annoyed by that. Like, why did we have to sneak past the guards?
Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight. Paimon,
Oh.
what are you two doing here?
Hey, Jean.
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas... what is the connection between them?
The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... he does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time.
I'll do it.
Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
I'm back. If you can see from here, I did buy the battle pass. And I know I am free to play, I know. I told you in my Itto pooling video, I have to take care of Itto. And how can I do that if I'm stuck with White Blind as a weapon? So I decided to get the battle pass so I could get Serpent Spine for baby girl Itto. And let me just tell you, look at how cool it looks on him. Like, it matches his outfit, it looks sick. And it's his second best weapon, I had to. Now look at that compared to White Blind. That doesn't even look right. It doesn't even look, it's not even, doesn't even make any sense. This, no, doesn't make sense. This, maybe. In an alternate universe, maybe, but no, Serpent Spine, all the way, bro, all the way. That's really, I think, the only time I'm gonna get the battle pass, at least for on this account, because, you know, I don't want to keep like spending $10 every few weeks to keep refining it. Depends. What do y'all think? Should I? So far, like, that's the only thing I paid for, probably the only thing I will pay for, unless like one of my favorite characters gets a new skin, then maybe I'm gonna have to get some crystals, okay? Like, I can't resist a good skin. And also, for the battle pass, this is just my advice, okay? But do not buy the battle pass unless you are really close to finishing it. Like, if you're in the mid to late 40s, then buy it. It's like worth buying. Like, say there are 6 days left, and you're on like level 20, don't get the battle pass. Just get it like when you're at the 40s and you have like a long BP period, then like get the battle pass, but otherwise don't. And as for Gnostic Hymn, please don't charge me. Okay. Oh wait, no, not Gnostic Hymn, Gnostic Chorus. I don't think it's worth buying. So I don't really have an opinion on that. And like, I know I said that it's a free to play account, so I can show you that you can have fun without spending money on the game. But even though I spent that for Itto, like, I'm still not playing as Itto, so I'm still like having fun without him, unfortunately. Like, I wish he was here with us. You know, I'm still playing the game and having fun with it. Like, even without having me spent that, it would still be okay. Oh, look, this is good.
Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
It's that guy again.
You, not welcome here!
Tell him, Tarzan.
So,
Mowgli?
the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory.
Dang, he's roasting him right now.
If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past.
And look like you? Heck no.
Lies.
Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no, is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
Time for another round with the Abyss Herald.
No
Let's kill him
matter
this
how
time.
many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain.
Alright, let's get him. What are these random hilichurls here? Alright, I think we might be able to kill him today. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm sick of this guy. Whoa, no way. Ain't no way you just put on a shield, bro. What was he doing? Was he dancing? Hey, y'all want to give us some help here? Man, it's gonna take forever to take the shield off. Man, okay, you need to get out of here. Bro, I swear he's dancing. Oh, wow. Let me get rid of you two. You're being super annoying.
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will?
It's the power of determination.
No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
Yeah. Can just leave, please. The way he jumps back in the portal is so funny. At least we stopped it this time.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Hey, anytime, Razor.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated
Man, his design
my
is
strength.
so sick, bro.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But scary outsider, not respect trial rules.
You know, it's crazy that Razor talks like that,
I
but
too didn't see
Andreas,
the
or
trap.
whatever the wolf's name is, he speaks perfect sentences.
So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind,
Lupus Boreas.
then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
It's not your fault, Razor.
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
Sure.
No, we heard about the danger. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans.
Never mind.
I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Could it spin?
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot
Okay, it was stronger than even many who wield visions. He just takes way too long to
didn't
speak.
we hear this somewhere else recently as well? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it?
Okay,
Here
so
was some good intel.
does that mean,
Quick, let's go tell Dane.
man, it would be the perfect time to challenge the Wolf of the North while he's in his weakened state. But I don't think the game would let you do that. But wouldn't that be funny? He like just got through all of that trauma and then you're like, hey man, what a scrap. So Barbara's story with the first tyrant, wait no, the tyrant's last punishment or vengeance or something, that story she talked about, it sounds like those were ruin guards too, but like maybe a different version of them, like the original version. Oh, hey.
Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
This is random, but you know, when Dainsleif becomes a playable character, I think his flower, like one of the items that you collect for him, would be the glowing flowers that are in this area.
I saw her but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
The traveler tells Dane what they learned from the spirit of Lupus Boreas.
I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
The fireballs raining from the sky were probably missiles. The ancient people of Mondstadt wouldn't have seen the fireballs for what they were.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final flip after it was damaged in the fight with the wolf of the north. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boop. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before. So they came to interpret
it. Looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
No.
What do you mean?
I remember. Huh? I remember everything.
You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before.
Oh. I was like, what? Well, I'm pretty sure I killed that one. Let's see if it's still there. Okay, so the ruin guard, it like broke down all those years ago when Mondstadt thought that the Tyrant's Final Fury thing was going. Oh, wait, huh? I missed it? Oh, that's embarrassing. You didn't see that.
This is it, right? Okay, then. Use your...
Okay.
Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? What's going on?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try.
What power are you using?
And done.
Whoa.
Wow. It's
the very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller.
Wow, that's crazy.
All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god.
How will they even do that?
And this
That's
newly
crazy.
born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
Hide it somewhere no one will find it?
No.
Or destroy it?
I'll guard it myself.
Okay.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
I mean, what would they do with it?
Right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue.
But doing what exactly? Flip it right side up?
We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
That's so blasphemous.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too!
I mean, because, like, it's already been corrupted, so it would be best to destroy it.
Good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier.
Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
And also, he's, like, really mad about the Seven, but there's only 2 of the original 7 left. So really, he should be mad at Zhongli and Venti, right? Oh wait, maybe Nahida too. Well, actually no, because she's 500 years old. Conria was destroyed 500 years ago, so she was just born. Wait, is that related? Because, okay, well, I guess we'll find out more when we... Whoa. I guess we'll find out more when we go to Sumeru, but that like just randomly clicked, and Conria was destroyed 500 years ago. So like, why was she born during that time? Let's get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. That statue looks sick.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless,
Trying
dark
so hard to
chamber.
get a thumbnail of it.
I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier. Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
He is so
You sense correctly.
not scary.
Dainsleif, enemy of the Abyss.
Enemy of the Abyss.
I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps from your darkest nightmares. Unless... Huh? Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both dangerous. But... dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
Bro, can we just fight, please?
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Period. Whoa, you can't just like teleport in front of me, bro. Okay, Lumine. Yes, girl. Where's Dainsleif? He's just not helping. See, look at him hop back. Yes! Yes, get the force choke on him. Ether! Oh my gosh. I'm getting goosebumps, bro. The drama?
Hey! Could that be?
Why was the cutscene so short? Ether!
Lumine.
I finally found you.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald.
Yeah.
Your brother? And the Abyss?
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
You're asking about Dane? Why are you with the Abyss? How tall is this man? He's like 8'7".
Uh-huh.
We've been separated for so long. Look at how sad Lumine is. Why are you asking about something that doesn't matter?
Your brother knows Dane?
Oh, right, yeah.
Ether, we meet again.
This guy is so fake.
What's going on here? Dane knows him too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
Hold on a second. Stop saying things that don't make sense, Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. don't try to stop the Abyss. That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria.
Oh my gosh.
A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
Guys.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And
What
you said
the
the
heck?
people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to
I was
Conria,
right.
but is actually the people of Conria themselves?
I was right? Oh
The
my
whole thing
gosh.
about Dane being your enemy. Oh, Paimon's so confused.
You can tell me all this later. Let's go home.
Home.
Ether, come on.
Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with Destiny will see no end.
Destiny?
Listen to me, Lumine.
I'm
I
trying,
have
but you're not
already
making any
traveled through this
sense.
world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Dang. Bruh.
They left.
Bruh.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information.
Yo, bro. If this happened to me, if my older brother, if I got, because I have an older brother, if I got separated from him and let's say it's been like 6 months, right? And I'm looking for him. I'm going through all these trials and tribulations. I'm saving gods or whatever. I'm saving the 4 winds. I'm meeting Rex Lapis. I'm doing all these commissions. You know, I'm camping out in the woods. I don't even have a house or anything. And then I finally see my brother after months of searching every corner of the world to find him, and also having lost most of my memories. And I see him and he leaves with barely any explanation as to why he's on the opposing side. I would be infuriated. I truly would. The way Lumen is like not even mad or sad about it, like she's saying, "You're right, Paimon, there is hope." No, there is hands. There is only hands right now. I would be so mad because I'm like, okay, look, I get that you have this whole scheme or plot going on. You got like this whole destiny thing going on, but you're telling me that you can't talk to me for 5 minutes and, you know, we can catch up on some stuff, or you can at least tell me your plan or why you have this new stance. I would be pissed. I would be so mad. And after that, honestly, you're dead to me. Like after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even looking for you anymore. Like I'm not even gonna talk to you anymore, bro. Like that's it. Like you lost your chance. Like I already been through enough, and then you won't even explain to me like why you're doing what you're doing. One thing we're not doing is that. No, we're just not. Ether, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. That's insane. Okay, well, I guess I'll go over it after this scene of like what just happened, just in case someone is lost.
That's right. At least now, as well as the 7, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right?
And he knew we're related to Ether. Once we get to Inazuma, we should keep that in mind as we look for more clues.
That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty
I pretty much got
cool.
it.
Well then, let's over it again.
No, I'm gonna go over it because I know what happened. Basically, Dainsleif, he is from Conria. Not only that, but he was one of the knights that was supposed to protect Conria. And according to Ether, Dainsleif allowed the destruction of Conria. Like, he's saying that he wasn't there to protect Conria in its time of need. Conria was destroyed by the gods. Now, which gods? We're not really sure, but I'm guessing Dainsleif thinks that the Seven are involved. Most likely not Nahida, because she was just born 500 years ago. Definitely must have been Zhongli and Venti involved, at the very least, because they're the original Archons. And what it seems like, Ether was awake before Lumine for way longer than just a few days, because he said that at the end of Lumine's journey, she's gonna find out why he's on the Abyss's side. I guess while his sister was unconscious, which, you know, wild that you're going on a whole journey while I'm sleeping and didn't bring me a souvenir. Maybe for years or months that he was just on his journey exploring the world, and then found some kind of corrupt system that was going on. So the goal of the Abyss is that they want to overthrow all the Archons, because the Abyss, they were the people of Conria. Like I said, bro, like I said, I love being right. The Abyss, they're the people of Conria, but they're not really people anymore. They're not human, because I'm guessing from the destruction of Conria, they got corrupted by the divine power of like the gods destroying them, I'm guessing. Conria was a nation without gods. Humanity ruled humanity, which I'm guessing that's their belief, you know? And to the other nations like Liyue and Mondstadt, that's probably like blasphemous in their eyes to have a nation without a god, you know? The reason as to why Ether is with the Abyss, it just seems like he saw something that he can't unsee, and it's something that Lumine is going to see as the story develops. I think that's pretty much it, but I don't know. See, Dainsleif, he adds so much to the story. It's just chef's kiss. All right, where are we going now? Oh wait, that was the end of the quest. Okay, so this video, okay, yeah, it's like about 2 hours long. Wait, hold on. Did we end up destroying the statue? Well, it's too late to see now, but we came there to destroy the statue, but I don't think we ever did. All right, guys. Whew. That was a lot of information that we learned. Stories that make me ask a lot of questions. It's like so interesting. And I mean, when I ask questions, not because I'm confused, but because I'm interested and I want to find out more. If I'm like confused and asking questions, that's like really bad writing. Like, I shouldn't be confused. I should be curious for more. Dainsleif, he really be like making the story just juicy, and the drama of finding out your brother is on the opposing side of you. Bro, if this was my brother, it would be hands on sight the next time I saw him. Like, I'll be wandering around Inazuma and I just see him on sight, bro. No words, nothing, just hands. After this chapter, I will be recording the Jade Chamber quest, because that one has to deal with Shenhe, and she's, I believe, important to the story, because I think it's when she's first introduced, so I'll have to play that one to, like, you know, get her lore and everything. And then after that quest, I believe it's the quest we need to do to get to Inazuma. But that's the end. I really hope you enjoyed, because I did. I had a lot of fun with this video. If you liked the video, give it a like, share, subscribe for more, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!